All right, what is up, everybody? We are here in the finals losers bracket of ANZT. I'm Vorty, and joined alongside me is the one and only Mavs. We're here to just, watch a banger.
Yo. Yeah, I woke up 20 minutes ago.
Nice.
No worries. Oh, alright, I'm looking at the amplifiers right now because I have no idea what they even have. So we've got Secret Dozer with the Dragon. Oh, they got the Dragon Consumes. Isn't this one OP?
That's for a different match, by the way.
Oh.
Dragon
oh wait,
Consumes
no,
is
never
pretty
mind.
good,
Sorry, I looked at the wrong team.
You're looking at the wrong team.
I looked at your team.
You're looking at yeah.
So never mind. SUNKISS Drop ESP has True Hero, and then Reading Instaban has Cheating Death. So I'm gonna read what they do.
So I'll tell you what they do. So True Hero, both Cheating Death and True Hero, I'm pretty sure require the opponent to be on match point, which is very interesting because the timing on match point is going to matter a lot. So Cheating Death, if your opponent's on match point, you can pick a banned map, which is really good for reading Instaban because they're going to be insanely good at the AR8s, which will probably get banned off rip. But if they get to match point, they get one of those maps and probably win on default of, both players being insanely good at reading. True Hero, on the other hand, if reading Instaban is on match point, they're going to get a 1.3 multiplier to their highest scoring player, which is insane, especially when you have somebody like Saya who can probably pop off on some maps. But to get both uses, you would need to get a breakpoint as well, right? Just how that works. If you pick the map, you need a breakpoint, and then you get your second use. But yeah, it's gonna all come down to, like, if both teams get to match point roughly at the same time, if it's an even match. True Hero only gets used once, and at that point, I don't think it's as good as Cheating Death.
Yeah, 100%. There's nowhere near as good, but that is weird that they both have a amp that they can only use on opponent match points. This is basically just a normal game, but the cool thing is that we're definitely going to see one of the amps at least. Like
at least, yeah, guaranteed.
Because one of them is going to prop no matter what.
100%, yeah.
But we're only going to see one, right? We're only going to see one. We're not going to see both.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. That's a good point because if both teams are at match point, it's tiebreaker. So
wait, is this like some gaming strat now? If you're in some position to let them get TB guaranteed? Oh my god,
it's so.
Wait. It's 4-4.
Yeah. No, well, by the way, it's first to 7, I believe.
First to 7. So if it's 5-5,
yeah.
Is there a strat? Wait.
Well, I don't think it matters either way because if you win the point and you don't use your amp, it's the same as losing and then using your amp anyway.
You're right. It's just weird.
It is weird though that we're only gonna see one of the amps regardless.
Yeah.
That's a very I didn't think about that. If both amps are match point amps, that's how it's gonna play out.
It's kind of awkward, honestly, but
it is awkward. If one team here pops off and is just really strong, well, actually, one of the teams is just not gonna have an amp, regardless.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is interesting.
Like maybe there should only be one match point amp, so this doesn't happen. But it's not the biggest deal, I guess.
You always know what your opponent has to choose from, right? So you could think ahead and be like, okay, if they're gonna, like, if you know Reading Instaban's gonna pick Cheating Death because it's just so good for them, you can avoid picking True Hero and pick something else,
I think it might be better for viewing experience and stuff. I think it's better to have an amp, not just have one that won't work because of this scenario. Like, it doesn't do anything.
Looking at the options, I think I would have just picked the King 1. And even though it's a silver amp, it's still like a really good amp. SUNKISS Drop had the King 1 , right?
Oh, so they should have picked the King.
I feel like they should have just picked the King.
Sayo as well on because if they pick like a really gimmicky weird map, like Tedda's not really going to be able to play it super well. I feel like Sayo can 1v2 those.
I think you put Sayo on like no mod for the King and it's just guaranteed. And that way you always get a use in the match.
Oh, it's this no mod 4.
Yeah, I think you played this one at OWC,
Yes,
right?
this was my this was my OWC like the final match. We
Yeah.
played, yeah. Yeah, this was yeah. That map is so good.
It is a banger. Also, even like I would say the hidden 3 is in comparison a lot easier, but you know, actually I don't know if you would want to hypothetically go the king mole, because I think JGLF extremity is fine. Is Sayo not here? There's no way. Oh no.
Wait, really?
Because I just realized we've been chatting for a while, and nothing's progressed. I think Sayo might have overslept.
Oh no. Oh no, he might have not realized. He might have messed up the time. He might have thought AEST.
Yeah,
he lives in Queensland. He might think it's in 50 minutes from now.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
That's why you always go off UTC. UTC never lies.
Yeah.
That is a bit unfortunate if that happens, because I think they're under 2 minutes away.
Is it 10 or 15 that he has to show up? You have 7 minutes? He might wake up soon if he thought it was in an hour. Wait, what? He asked for 4 hours later, it wasn't confirmed, we never agreed. Oh, I see. Okay. So he just can't make it. And he probably...
And maybe gave up on the resketch?
Probs.
Dude.
Yeah, he's never done this. Yeah, I've never, like, Sayo's always, like, really... He's, like, super dedicated to his matches. This definitely kind of sucks.
That is...
He must have a good reason for it.
I assume so. Maybe just some IRL stuff, some work. Who knows?
Oh, man.
That is devastating.
No, man. Yeah, this is losers, so they're going to be out of the tournament from that.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're the favorites in this matchup too, which also kind of...
Yeah, I mean, I thought this was going to be a really good matchup either way, because... Like when we had our match against JGLF Extremities, they were both like, JGLF was super work mode, Extremities literally just came back to his home setup, so they were like not at their peak. But these two players, if they're ready to go, are insane, because they're shockingly good at tapping. Like I actually think, unironically, they like win tapping maps in this matchup, because I think like I don't know.
It depends. No, it depends how well Sayo can still play them.
Yeah, but it's not like a free skill set for SUNKISS, right?
Yeah, 100%.
It's actually like a toss-up, and then they have the reading in the pool that they're... Yeah, so it on paper is a very good matchup, but I do think this is going to be an FF probably, unless Sayo just spawns now.
Down to give it 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the rules always state, isn't it 15, I think? I don't know if it's always 15. Yeah.
Is it 15?
I think it usually is for most tournaments.
Usually it's 15, yeah. Yeah, I mean, regardless, there's another match also in like 50 minutes. I'll get to watch. That one's gonna be Monk Jordan versus was it? Yeah, AK Raytac. Yeah. That's a cool matchup.
That is kind of cool. I mean, there is a clear favorite.
There's a clear favorite. What I would say is, last week we didn't get to see any of Amani Jordan because both of their matches got FF. So we don't really know what they're like, because from quarters to semis there was a big pool spike, and then I want to say from semis to here it's not too, like, there's a few slots that are way harder, but most slots are roughly similar. So we don't really know how they're gonna do in this pool.
It's a good karma. it's like good karma because it's funny how they FF'd early in the tourney and then haven't I think three teams have FF'd against them.
Yeah, I think so.
So they had 2 last week and I think I had 1 early in the tournament and after they FF'd.
And the team they're up against now is the team they FF'd to. They FF'd to Raytac AK.
Oh wait, that's even better.
I think it was because of schedule conflicts.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, he's getting on. JG said he's getting on.
Oh my god, please.
Oh my god. Okay,
Please,
now
dude.
this might be an interesting match.
He's coming.
Sayo is not going to be warm whatsoever, and Sayo is, unfortunately, the SUNKISS Drop ESP, is definitely the star player of this team. So Ted is going to have a...
I mean, look, I think what you do here is you pick the unforgiving warm-up and you put a DT on it, and then after 30 minutes, you're good to go. You're firing on all cylinders. If that slips by the ref.
Sayo seems like the type of player to have like a... He seems like the type of player to have kind of a dedicated schedule to the way he warms up. Like he seems like the type of player that would be like he always would warm up for like 2 hours. Like he just seems like a dedicated player.
I know you say this, but I vividly remember when we were playing Vault Hunters, we both just got on to play Skibbity Toilet 3 mod and he FC'd it in like 30 minutes. So I don't know, maybe your theory is correct, but I think he can just hop on and shred as well, so
Maybe.
We'll see.
I hope so, because otherwise I fear this will be maybe, at least the first half of the match would probably be pretty one-sided if he can't.
I think really the big thing is going to be speed, because I honestly think skill sets like tech and aim, you can just kind of rip into it. It depending on how like you're feeling, but let's say your body is actually physically warm, I think you can just get right into it pretty quickly. But yeah, this would be a good opportunity for reading instaban to just open with like DT3 or something and just try to abuse Sayo's warm up.
But is it moral?
Is it moral? all is fair in love and war, you know? This is a battle between gamers. You gotta do what you gotta do.
The timer shouldn't matter here, assuming that JG's team is going to agree to wait.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, like, it should always, I'm pretty sure it's always on the players. As to, oh, that's a ban! Wait, how do I do it? Why can't you ban from the profile anymore? Where's the ban button? You don't have to type it now? You used to be able to click on their name, and then, okay. Oh, now I have to type this name. Promiscuous. What is that name? Oh my god. Banned. Gone. Dead.
Okay, I'm a bit nervous because the ref just said it's ruled as an FF. But if he's literally on now and the players are G with it, I think an extra minute is fine.
Yeah, as long as JG's team's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm sure it should be fine.
Was
Chill.
I think at the end of the day, it's probably up to the ref. I don't know. If there's like a, it's like an appeal to the Supreme Court. You gotta ping Gala. It's up to him.
I mean, bro, I'm pretty sure if Gala said no, they're FFing. I actually think no one would talk to Gala again.
No. Gala would never. Gala would be chill. I think all the hosts would be probably chill.
Yeah.
Wait. Huh? Oh, host final ruling. Okay, whoever, I don't know which host, but...
What? No one said anything in any chat. What's going on?
It might be a chat we don't have perms to be honest. No. Dude.
Nah, there's no way.
Is Sai online? Let me check. I don't see him in client, but damn. That is a shame if this match is gone.
I personally don't see a reason to rule this as an FF right now if Extremities and JG are both okay with a Sio being 3 minutes late. But we'll see.
Pending on host.
Pending. It
Decision.
seems Gala might not have been aware that Sio had woken up, because JG said in the chat that he was hopping on. I think Gallum was not aware of that. That's
Okay,
why it got ruled as an
I don't think it was Gala who made the call, but I think it's up to probably Greybet, I guess. I do kind of get it though. It's like on one hand, it is like 17 minutes overdue, and you don't want to like make that a pattern. But at the same time, I think if you could almost consider it like a last minute reschedule if JG and Extremities are fine with it, right?
Yeah, of course. I know that they wouldn't. JG and Extremities don't want this to be an FF. They wouldn't want that. They're literally friends with Sio. They've played at OWC together. Like, it's not. This isn't something they would want.
Yeah. The moral of the story, always do the correct time zone conversions. Presumably, I don't know. Oh, apparently he slept through his alarm. Fuck. Oh, that sucks. As a professional sleeper, I can relate. But apparently, according to the ref, it is... Oh, dude. Yeah, like I am a bit bummed out from that, but if that is the decision, I don't think we can do much about it. There is another match in 40 minutes there, but unfortunately. Wait a second. Word from Gala. Yes, match can continue on. So it has been overruled.
Okay. Thank you, Gala.
Let's go. Bless up, Gala. I think match is happening.
Yeah. Okay. I hope we are moving on here, because I was definitely not in agreement with that call, but anyway, I hope we're moving on.
Hopefully.
I I think perhaps a scenario I would have been chill with it. I think it's maybe if the ref didn't have the time to ref the match now and we didn't have a replacement. I think that would be fair, but I don't think that's the case yet. So I think we might be good. Lobby was closed, so they're probably just going to remake. Was it? Wait, was it closed? I would assume they'd remake if Gala has overruled it. He is the host.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what it is.
It's all good though. It's all good.
I'd rather see the latter half of every match, regardless. I think it's
that is a good point, especially early on when you're just winning on like favored picks.
Yeah,
the juice is always in the second half.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, quickly, bans, it's going to be pretty clear. I mean, actually, well, it's clear for SUNKISS what the bans are. It's just no mod 6. Actually, no, but the thing is, they're weirdly good at AR8 hidden. Like, they're really good. Like, Teta, Sayo. But, like, if you don't ban hidden 2 no mod 6, what else do you ban? Really? Like, I think...
you definitely ban AR8, yeah.
Yeah, even though I reckon, like, SUNKISS is either the second or the third best reading team in the tournament. I think reading instaban is just too good at it. These are, like, god tier low AR players, so you probably just have to respect that. Leaves hidden 4 open for them though, which I think they'll really like. But I don't really know what reading instaban bans. I mean, I don't think they want to ban tapping, especially if Sayo has 0 warm-up, and they seem pretty decent on tapping. And if you're not banning tapping, maybe you ban like... Actually, you probably just ban DT1, DT4. Probably just ban high AR.
It's possible that we don't even see. It's possible that Sayo and Teta might not even play. I don't even know what's happening. Okay.
Everyone's in the lobby, so.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
just gonna rolls.
All good. All right. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't make sense why they would rejoin the lobby anyway if they didn't want to play.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, rolls are happening. I guess it's happening. We're probably not going to have a warm up. I'd assume Sayo was just gaming for the past 15 minutes.
Probably. 13. Look, 13 is my lucky number, so that's gonna be good for them. The buff will translate through the waves.
It's like SUNKISS Drop ESP opting to ban second here.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if JWS team is picking first anyway. Ban Hard Rock 3. Yeah, banning the Hard Rock 3 is weird. It's very short. It's very diff spiky. It's a very coin flip pick. There's like a spaced, weird angled burst that comes up a few times. That's just really hard to hit on 6.5. with any degree of consistency.
Yeah, this hidden 3 is interesting, actually, because I feel like that's kind of easy. This pool. So, especially like in comparison to this No Mod 4, I mean, like this No Mod 4 is a really hard tech map, at least to be consistent on, especially. There's a really hard diff spiky section, like a third through, like halfway through.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I think hidden 3 is just, even with hidden, is straight up easier. It feels like a pool easier, maybe even 2 pools easier than No Mod 4. I think this hidden 3 this week is easier than last week's.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's definitely a bit easy, but it does have a lot of XLs. It does have a lot of XLs in like the second half, so there's like big chance for people still to find chain misses there.
The XLs are very late though.
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to make a huge impact on the score. But both 6.5s being banned out, so reading instaban just doesn't want to play precision, which is honestly fair. I think mostly because of extremities. I don't know if extremities really huge precision enjoyer. Actually, this is not a bad strat. Banning out the hidden 4 instead of the hidden 2 I think is fine. Hidden 4 is a very big practice memory kind of map, I think. Like, if you're not comfortable on it, it's pretty annoying to play. So they honestly might prefer to play the AR8 hidden over the hidden 4.
Now, I am rooting for a close match here, but I think what may be happening, I'm pretty sure like Tedder and Sire have just been like so busy all week that I don't know how much they've really played the pool. I don't know if Sire's even played the pool. So we're gonna see what happens.
We'll find out.
We'll find out very quickly how this match is gonna turn out, I think. But I think SUNKISS Drop definitely looking more towards, I think, the most generic picks they can early, especially with the fact that I think Tedder always scales well into late stage when it just comes to like raw mechanics. For
sure, yeah, I think Tedder's going to be good on a lot of these. Like No Mod 2 even, like No Mod 2 you don't need to practice, it's just the stream map, right? So Tedder will be fine on it.
They're going to pick DT3. Oh, never mind, that's reading instaban. Okay, I was going to say, that is a crazy first pick from SUNKISS.
I mean, yeah, I think this is exactly what we talked about. This is just reading instaban, probably disabusing the fact that Sayo is not going to be warm right now. And especially on like this kind of bursty stuff, I think they're completely fine. I think it was the semifinals, No Mod 5. They had a really good scoreline on. Right, and this is obviously, I would say, harder. It's also like high AR, which is a little bit different, but this is like 260 or something instead of 240, but similar line. And if Sayo isn't warm, this is going to be tough for him.
Yeah, this is a bit of an evil one to go straight into. But we're going to find out very quickly. 263 BPM, very short. This is a TV size.
It's very short. Let's
keep it like this.
Pretty consistent. Tedda had a rough time on the DT3 last week, so I assume she's going to do better this time around for sure.
Wasn't the DT3 last week like 285 BPM?
It was like 285, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit out of her comfort range.
Definitely.
I think hopefully this one maybe a little bit more in her comfort, and I think early on we're seeing that she looks pretty comfortable. She looks the most comfortable in the lobby right now by quite a margin. Extremities though, catching up on the act.
Yeah,
everyone kind of tanking. There she goes. Okay, everyone's dead. Everyone's dead on the doubles. Who's living through that? No one.
It's pretty close though. I mean, Tedda and Extreme. Oh, those chain misses. But this is a bit of a. Yeah, this is a tough one.
Tedda saying before she kind of lost her warm up a bit, which is, I mean, to be expected.
Yeah. This map is I would say the hardest tapping map in the pool. This feels pretty fast.
Yeah, the fact that it's 10.3 as well, it's definitely just like kind of hard to hit any of this. And yeah, Extremities had a big combo there, but he finally finds a break. So I think it's just too far gone.
Yeah, I think Extremities, that score build up is probably enough. I don't think. I mean, unless Tedda makes a magic happen, nah, he's not enough time.
It's just no time. But I mean, first pick going their way, it's kind of to be expected. I think maybe if Tedda and Saya were warm, well, I think they maybe could have taken a break point.
Yeah.
But, you know, I suppose the same can be said for reading instaban. Who knows how warm they've been staying during these past 30 minutes. Don't know if they've really been playing much.
I mean, I think in a normal situation, I don't think they would have picked this map. I think this pick is born out of the fact that they're aware that Sayo wasn't ready to play it, and definitely ended up being the case. Because if you're going into this match expecting that Sayo is warm and could maybe even get like 300, 400k on that, then suddenly becomes an instant break point potentially. So.
Right,
But
and
this-
now
yeah.
look at where SUNKISS are going to want to go. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking as hard of like aim as possible. I think it's probably a good step in the right direction because you want something that Sayo's going to be able to play at least decently well without much warm up. I think the best type of maps for that is like obviously like reading maps. You don't really want to pick that. And then other than that, it's like sort of like tech. But I don't think Ted is going to be comfortable on like this level of tech. Even though Sayo would be, but tech is definitely a good place to start when you're not warm.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I think even
aim
like
might
No
be-
Mod 1, even No Mod
Yeah.
1, I think.
Yeah, I think No Mod 1,
It
Hard
is
Run,
fine.
BT1, any of these, like whatever they're comfortable on.
Yeah. I think if Sayo was warm, No Mod 2 could be a cool pick potentially, but it's 200 BPM. She's not feeling super consistent on it. Yeah, but No Mod 4. Going for the tech. Right out the gate.
Okay. Yeah, this is probably the best pick for them, assuming Teta can play the map. I don't know if she will be able to. This map's really hard. I don't know the pool. Like obviously I haven't been playing through these pools. I haven't really been following much of keeping up to date with much of the map pools or anything like that, but I would guess this is probably one of the harder maps in the world. I don't know if I'd be right in that.
In this pool, I don't know. I think if you're good at tech, this is like fine compared to other stuff in the pool. There's some challenging maps in this pool. I would say it's around the middle maybe.
Anyway, from what I remember, this is like this map is really, really brutal still. So it's also just one of the best tech maps I've ever played, and this has a nuts song. It's just really good.
Yeah. And the BG goes crazy.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think this pick is mostly gonna be up to Sayo to do what he does on tech. Obviously, I think Teta can do a good second performance, but I think you pick a map like this for Sayo for sure.
Yeah, I think Teta will probably excel on the slider aim sections, which there's kind of like 4 parts to the map. It's kind of like early weird tech section, then it's like slider aim, and then it's really hard tech section, and then it's more slider aim combined with a bit of tech at the end.
And then
So you
there's-
kind of swap between the skill sets a little bit.
you forget about the jump scare cut streams and streams in general on this map.
Yeah, that's like the giga hard tech section, like
Yeah.
almost halfway, I think it's about right before
Yeah.
halfway through. And like here's like the early hard tech section. Yeah, these cut streams, but this one's honestly not too bad. Compared to the next section, this one is pretty lax, if I'm honest. But Sayo does find a break on it. JG with an early break recovering, and there goes Teta. That is not a good start, because, like I said, hitting this intro fairly important, considering how much harder the next tech section is, but we'll see if Extremities can get through the slider aim, and he can't. Pretty much anywhere is missable on this map, and there goes Extremities on
Yeah.
the first section with slider aim. Sayo putting up the recovery.
This is a map that I don't think there's too much free combo in this one. I think there's a little bit after the first big stream, like the big stream section coming up here.
Here we go. The hardest part of the map coming up.
She left finding a break.
These cut streams, man.
Yeah.
The wiggles getting through them though. There
Sayo
goes
breaking.
Sayo. And that's the hardest pattern probably in the whole map. And Extremities hits it. So did JG. Extremities with the 260 combo going into the ending, and they've already got a 65k lead, but it is chokeable. The ending is still very hard because you've got the slider aim combined with some really difficult cut patterns, I guess you would call them.
They on this easier section, they build up some more score lead, almost 100k now. And unless they miss very soon and Teta and Sayo hold through this ending, as you mentioned, is really tough, and Teta finding a break. Extremities on 500 combo now. Biggest score in the lobby. J-Lift is the second biggest score.
Wow.
I don't know, they're looking really good
man.
here.
This is a good team score from Reading Instaban. It's not bad at all. Like, that was a really good combo from Extremities. I think 300Ks here, it's definitely not bad.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if there's enough time for Sayo, even if he holds through the ending. Same with Teta. The score lead is going back towards them, but yeah, with that break, it's gonna be over for them. That will be a break point for reading instaban.
Yeah, unfortunately, definitely the type of map Sayo could shred. But just not the right place, not the right time for it. And
pretty solid score from Extremities though, almost 400k. It's really nice.
Yeah, I definitely think 400 plus K on this map is like quite good. So that was a pretty good score there from Extremities.
In this matchup as well, they have that hidden too in their back pocket ready for whenever. And that pick is likely guaranteed for them. They are just that good at reading that I say that even though Teta and Sayo still solid. No mode 5, so just going from tapping into tapping. They are speed abusing. Now this map, I will say, I generally think Teta is more comfortable at raw stamina than speed. And this is like the Teta map. You could just mash through this and FC with like 80% AC. I genuinely think Teta, if she is relatively warm, this is a map to peak Teta. FC is I think like 9 times out of 10. And so it really depends on how warm she's feeling now. But this is a scary one to go into because I think Teta will be really good on this.
Yeah, do you pick this into Teta in a match? It almost feels disrespectful.
It does feel a little bit disrespectful, yeah. There's a bit of stank in this pick.
Absolutely. It's kind of funny how reading instaban, the team called reading instaban in, because they always just get reading banned instantly against them, are picking double tapping straight away.
Yeah.
Extremities can just kind of play everything for some reason, and JG probably been grinding tapping.
I mean, you look at JG's top plays; they're like a lot of them are stream maps. So the foundation of stamina is there.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like the last ANZT where he had some really good speed plays against a lot of the brackets. So now if JG's warm, I think if JG's like playing the game a lot, I think he's really solid on tapping. You just normally don't think about it because you think of him as a reading player, but yeah. Getting into this one, this is just pure tapping, and each song gets progressively harder. There's 3 songs. It's like it's a weird map to see in a tourney pool. This is like those practice map sets you find in Graveyard.
Why did they just take the Pretender background and just pixelate it?
I mean, what do you hear right now? It's Pretender. I don't know.
They just made it 32 by 32 resolution.
They couldn't afford any more resolution, dude. It's too expensive.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah, you weren't kidding when you said this was a Teta map, but this also might be an Extremities map. We'll see. JG finds the early break. Looked like a finger lock or a miss aim. It's a few 50s. He looks like he's struggling though. JJ looks like he's struggling.
Extremities dropping, and here we are. Here we are.
My God.
First song done. This is all in Teta's ballpark.
Yeah.
Second song, let's get through it.
The disrespect from reading instaban. And is Teta just going to spank them for it? Oh my God.
For the sake of a closer match, I hope so. Let's get this, dude. But yeah, I think Sayo finding some struggles. I think the backing combo still might matter if Extremities can recover. But this combo from Teta is going to do a lot.
Yo, I'm not going to lie. Some of these stream patterns look very missable. I don't just mean like tapping wise. I mean like aim wise. Like some of those curves and like some of them accelerate. Yeah.
I agree.
Like that curve there, so missable.
Yeah, getting through it. Second song would be huge.
Oh, yep.
Sayo breaking. Yeah, this is just Teta domination. Second song done. Now we got a nice D&B map at the end.
Oh, where did this come from?
yeah.
So unexpected.
You have the Pretender, you have like an anime song, and then you just have like nice female vocals, liquid drum and bass.
What the hell?
This is the hardest one. This is the hardest one for sure.
She's going.
Shredding.
She's
Good
actually
accuracy as
flow
well.
state
Good
right now.
accuracy.
Actually flow state from Teta. You think you're gonna pick no mod 5 into me, and then she just
The most Teta no mod 5 I have ever seen in potentially any pool, and this is the payback. This is what you get. Just crushing it.
Nah, I'd win. Holy.
There we go, dude. Let's go.
FC's it. 96.
Huge FC.
It's just
880k.
It's just everything you could ask for. CS3, AR10, 235 BPM. It's just all juice for Teta there.
It's just pure distilled concentrated juice, and Teta shreds. Extremities, you know, looking pretty decent as well, but I think had I known that JGLF was going to be this uncomfortable playing this map, I would have considered this a mispick. You need 2 solid scores, and then assume Teta FCs and Sayo, you know, gets 100k. So you need like 2 600ks, both of them to at least get past the first 2 songs. But yeah, no, Teta is performing very, very nicely, and right into No Mod 2.
You know, the funny thing is here, I never thought, like, starting out in this tournament, you see the duo, you see Sayo Teta, and it's like, okay, they're playing for Sayo all late game. Sayo's being played for, Sayo's being picked for. And now we're in a situation where Sayo's waking up, he's waking up from a god sleep, and he has to hop on to play a match. And he goes, take the wheel, Teta. And he picks No Mod 2 straight away.
So
I think this is the set of show.
You just FC'd the No Mod 5. We are picking for you. What do you want to play?
This is something that Sayo would still be able to play, like, pretty well. Like, he is good at streams, right? He's not comfortable at, like, high BPM. But right now, is he going to be good on this? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I would agree. I think Warm Sayo, his flow aim is fantastic. So assuming he has the tapping for it, he'll be really good on a map like this. But considering the DT3 and the No Mod 5, he's going to be better on this than both those maps. Obviously, this is 200 versus like 235, 260, but still might be a little bit out of his comfort zone. And also more to the comfort zone. Like, I think JGF will also be better on this than the No Mod 5, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, but after that Teta performance, the flow aim is going good. I will say this is definitely harder than No Mod 5. No Mod 5 is just more of a tapping check, but this is a lot harder on the flow aim.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see, but Teta did look pretty good on some of those flow aim sections in that No Mod 5. But yeah,
sure.
I'm imagining the flow aim in this one's gonna be much, much more difficult.
Lots of Bancho misses. Some of those misses might have been real though on extremities.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out very soon.
Oh.
Come on, client. We can do it, client. Who is that in the background? I can't see their face because of the score. Why does that person look familiar? Is it a lead character?
Lead character?
I can't see their face.
Oh,
so I have no idea.
on the map background.
The map background, yeah. Sayo's restarting Oat. Client, probably.
Yeah, Sayo's restarting.
Well, we're already a third of the way through this map.
JGLF is kinda shredding this right now.
He's going crazy.
This is a tough map. I think, as I mentioned earlier, JGLF known as a reading player, but he's really good at flow aim, and he is showing it.
No wonder his top plays at stream maps. Dude. I guess not tapping gated on this one, but finally finds the miss. Teta's still got the combo. I don't know if Sayo's playing the map right now. We can assume maybe he is, but Teta's got a huge combo right now. There's maybe potential based on how much score Sayo has.
No! Right at the end, right before that slider.
Shit. This is right before the slider, right before the reprieve. All we can hope for is that Sayo's FCing, but it doesn't seem like... Okay, so Sayo has just disconnected from the client apparently, but not the lobby, so we can assume he's playing.
Yeah.
Maybe Sayo freaked it. We'll see.
It depends. I mean, JGLF getting about 100k over Teta, so Sayo needs to be about 100k plus over
Yeah,
extremities.
about 350k plus on
Yeah.
this.
Oh, with that chain boost from Ted, it has to be even more now.
351k would grant them the point here.
Something like that.
Um,
Yeah. We'll have to
Okay,
see.
355k. About 355k would get him the point. Let's
Yeah.
see. This definitely is not the MP Emil bus. There's no way you thought that command would be updated. That's crazy from you, man. That's crazy.
That is that MP? When is that MP from? That seems like that's like weeks ago.
I think I was the last one to update this. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think I updated this.
This
Actually, I
is
could be
at least 2
completely
weeks
lying.
ago.
This could have been a ref that did this. It could have been me too. I don't remember. But
Oh, I didn't see this like last week. Yeah.
okay, what did Sire get?
Okay.
We get an update from Unicorn.
Well, we're seeing Sayo play on stream.
I don't think
Right
I'm
now.
gonna sit through the solo show from Sire. He's got 110k at 1/3. It's doable.
It's doable if he hits a lot of the second half.
And he's
Spends.
tumbling all this. Surely we're not gonna. He got 300k. Okay, it's not enough.
It'll be off by like 50k off the back of a really good performance from JG.
Yeah, JG freaking that first half, man.
Yeah, I think people always forget like
that
fucking
is
break.
from Sire, dude.
Yeah, JG, if he's I think Sayo is similar. Like these players, if they're good with the tapping, they play the Floim aspect so well. But I think JG just more warm than Sayo here.
Yeah.
And then we get to see this map twice.
I guess so. I don't know if they've already picked the next map or not, but
I don't know. Do you reckon we can predict the pick?
who's
Reading
picked? So
Instaban DT2?
Yeah. No, you don't pick. DT2 is probably another Teta map.
Oh,
Is it
I
not?
don't agree. No.
Okay, it's not.
DT2 is. I reckon DT2 is FCable by extremities for sure. I would guess at least. But yeah, 300k, not enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, about 50k short on that one.
I think the pick hasn't gone through yet either way. Hidden 2, okay, so they're ripping the Hidden 2 band-aid now. Obviously, this was always gonna be a pick, but since they lost the No Mod 5, they're likely more respectful of going into DT2.
Now, I'm familiar with like most AR8s out there. I'm gonna be honest. I've just looked at so many. Whenever you search for like AR8 maps, like it's honestly not that much in terms of like quality options. It's really not that much, but I've never actually seen this map.
Well,
I've
there'd be
seen
good
this in my
reason
life.
for that, because this is an AR8 edit of a map that is an AR8, so...
That would make sense.
Unless you edited it yourself, you would never play this map AR8.
Yeah. I was just wondering if that was like, maybe it's been an AR8 edit for a while, or if it was just for this tournament.
I think it is just for this tournament.
Yeah, there you go. So, what is this one like, Morty? Have we got a lot of memory in here? I saw them talking about practicing this map earlier in the match. Or is this just pretty generic?
I definitely know it's in this map.
Oh, you've not played it. Yeah, that makes sense actually, man. Never mind. Yeah, so I mean, look, this sounds kind of just like an aim AR, right? Just going off.
Yeah, going off the Vocaloid, it's probably just going to be dense. We'll see how much reading's in it. Regardless, though, I think reading Instaban is going to be the favorite on all of these types of maps in the entire tournament.
This is probably the first AR8 they've played all tourney, I'm not gonna lie. Unless they've had an amp that allowed them to play one in a past match. It's just... like, unless they had like the greatest defense or something like that.
Yeah.
At some point. This just seems like it's probably the first time they've played an AR8.
I mean, yeah, it's tough for them as well. I don't think they'll need to practice stuff like this too much before they're really good on it, but...
yeah.
It's almost like... that as this team, you're almost expecting AR8 to be banned every single match, so it's like, it would be demotivating to even practice it, you know?
Yeah, I feel like they probably didn't even practice it because, well, they have cheat death, right? Is that
They
them
do.
or the other
Actually,
game?
yeah, they have cheat death.
So maybe
yeah,
they did. Maybe they did practice it.
They probably did then. Yeah, that's a good point. Apparently,
almost
Sayo...
unlucky for SUNKISS because I feel like if they didn't have cheat death, they probably wouldn't have practiced it, and then SUNKISS ended up leaving it open. Anyway.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
That amp does allow them to, and also for when you're that good at raiding, I don't think they need to put that much time into it before they're really solid.
Yeah, just a few playthroughs, probably more than enough for them.
And you have the reading third eye. I think we're waiting on Sai to get back in the lobby banter, apparently trolling.
I wouldn't underrate Sayo Teta on any AR8 either, by the way. This is
neither.
Like, they are both good AR8 players. I would consider both of them good AR8 players. Like, neither of them are like, you know, specialty AR8 or like, it's like one of their top 3 or top 2 skill sets, but they're both good at it. They can both play AR8. I think the struggle will set in if it's a map with like really intense reading and perfect stacks. I think Teta will struggle bad on that. But if it's just like dense AR8 aim, Teta can shred maps like that.
Yeah, if there's not too much gimmicky nature in it.
Which it doesn't sound like there is. So unless it's like a perfect stack map, then I think we're probably chilling for SUNKISS here.
Let's see, I mean, Hidden 4 is a very heavy perfect stack map, but let's see if there's 2. Off rep, no perfect stacks.
Yeah, just those doubles, really, seems like so far. Which look easy to read, so.
Yeah, those are normal stacks. Extremities, first miss. Huh.
Oh, that's such an AR8 miss from Teta.
Yeah.
Such an AR8 miss.
Sayo and JG, they're both on really high accuracies. I guess that. Oh, Sayo now the only FC.
Those squares, very missable, but Sayo misses immediately after Teta and extremities.
Angles look despair-inducing. Extremities and the recovery.
Looked like a misread there from Teta on those back and forths. Yeah, extremities got a good recovery, and the miss wasn't matched from Teta, and she finds another miss. The recovery is just looking way better for reading instaban so far, but
both of them hitting that pattern,
dude.
man.
Some of these patterns look so brutal.
I can't believe they. I mean, that pattern crushed Teta and Sayo for good reason. That flow aim jump is just so rough to hit. Snap is way easier on AR8 compared to those types of jumps.
Oh, yeah. Every time.
And another one. Oh, man. Oh, dude.
Dude, they're just going on those. They look way too comfortable on this.
This is the magic of the team reading instaban. That name was chosen for a very good reason.
I'm like, Teta and Sayo aren't even doing bad on this. They're looking like they're gonna chalk up close to 300k each, but Extremities and JG already both have over 300k.
And Extremities is on pace for a pretty nutty score if he can continue here. These reverses not getting caught out.
Oh, that was a miss. That looked like a blink from Extremities. He just flicks to a note that wasn't on the screen.
Yeah. I mean, the recoveries are better from SUNKISS, but the lead is already fairly insurmountable, I would say.
Absolutely. Great scores from reading instaban. Already over 500k from Extremities. JG's going to get over 400 here, probably.
Ooh.
Sayo with a...
I mean, Sayo finding a break. Teta holding on pretty well through this ending. Yeah, about what you would expect. A really solid score from SUNKISS, but reading instaban just a level higher.
Not bad from SUNKISS at all. I mean, that's like a, that's like a 340k average. It's definitely respectable, especially on an AR8 at this stage in a tournament. But like some of those aim patterns looked really hard on Air 8, but it's just unmatched from Extreme JG. I mean, they're always just going to be the kings of this skill set. I don't know if any team in the tourney beats them on Air 8. I think the only team that maybe contests them is maybe Chef Emilbus. I don't even know how comfortable Emilbus is at this stage of Air 8.
That's the only team that could contest them, but I still think reading Instaban would just be more comfortable at
yeah, it would be. There's also a possibility I think Emilbus just hates Air 8 at like this stage. But I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, reading Instaban up 4-1, going into SUNKISS's next pick. It is 5-1 on the thing at the top, but I believe it is 4-1.
Oh yeah. I mean, the ref says 4-1, stream says 5-1. Yeah, I'd assume 4-1. We can change the score there on the stream.
I wonder if like No Mod 2 was counted twice somehow because of the.
Yeah,
I wonder.
It could have been. Could have been. So what do SUNKISS opt for here? Jared, yo, I think we might be getting a second stream for Jordan Amani. I don't know if we're just gonna go straight over on this stream or if we're getting a second stream. But either way, I think it's getting streamed.
I think it's getting a second stream, and then maybe we will jump over once this match is done. Hopefully,
okay.
I think something like that. We'll see. But yeah, the DT4. Originally, I thought DT1, DT4 was going to be banned. This is, I think, favored for SUNKISS for sure. I think Sayo, Teta are both, especially Sayo. Like I think Sayo FC'd the last week's DT4. It was a really good score.
Yeah, Sayo's a freak on DT4s, like always.
Yeah, these high AR reading, aim control EDTs. And I don't think reading Instaban is really comfortable on this. In a similar way that I think they're very comfortable at low AR, I think high AR is a bit of a debuff for them. So we'll see. I do think this is definitely a favored map for SUNKISS.
Alright, so we'll assume with this DT4, I'm assuming this is just like another high like gimmicky DT?
Yeah, it's pretty, like if you know, you saw the last week's one, I don't know if you cast it and matched it. It's similar. It's a similar type of skill set.
I mean, kind of know what to expect at this point out of like maps like this, I think.
Yeah. I would say this one is probably harder. Yeah, probably a step harder for sure.
10.2. Not quite 10.3.
Oh, yeah.
This time around. Only 2 minutes. We'll see. This is the type of map where both Teta and Sayo can play extremely comfortably. I'd expect both of them to be better at this type of skill set than both JG and Extremities, but there's a possibility Extremities for some reason can just combo this whole map. But we'll find out. Nope, Evine's miss early.
Yeah, I do think this is a bit of a blind spot for reading Instaban, this skill set. It surprises me they banned 6.5 over this. Just because I think they would have had at least leaving a DT Hard Rock 3 open, and because it's such a coin flip pick, I don't think anybody wants to pick it as much. But yeah, right now Teta and Sayo just cruising through. It's pretty expected to find some axe struggles on a map like this, but they're ready.
Yeah, something like this that's so like multifaceted and like it's a bit. These maps can be really one-sided. I definitely agree. I think you keep the more coin flippy pick open and take out the map where you're probably gonna lose 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, pretty much. And that's what it's looking like right now. This seems like even more decisive than the Hidden 2 potentially. Oh, never mind. Okay, now maybe it's roughly similar level of decisiveness.
Those patterns look really hard. Were they 1/6 or am I tripping? That looked really weird. I don't know what happened there.
1/6.
Okay, it still looked hard regardless. But Extremities managed to combo through all of it,
which is pretty bonkers.
Sayo looking like he's warming up a bit. That's 500k
Yeah.
from him here. Also from Teta.
This is a valiant recovery from the part of Extremities, but it will not be the difference maker. Still really solid combo, the outro.
Yeah, they put up a fight there. That was like actually nowhere near as one-sided as it was looking.
Yeah, I mean, towards the second half, Sayo, Teta both dropping and Extremities just comboing the entire ending. Pretty good. But will still be the point for SUNKISS.
I think it's 4. Yeah, I think it's 4-2.
Yeah.
If you want to change that one. Cool. All right. So now we go back over to reading Instaban's pick. I not sure where they go now. There's DT2. I don't know if they want to keep picking this tapping. So we'll see if that's what they're going to opt for. But if they don't go for DT2, I'm not too certain where they're going to go anymore, because I think AIM is a good pivot for SUNKISS. Are reading Instaban going to want to opt into AIM, because they're a pretty good AIM team themselves. So I'm not sure.
But I think No Mod 1 going into Sayo Ted, I don't think you want to pick.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely a SUNKISS pick.
I mean, same
I
with
think
Hard Rock
DT5.
One.
I think DT5, like 100%.
What's
Reading
DT5?
Instaban. DT5 is like old style aim control density DT. It's like 9.7 after DT, and it's pretty dense. I think it seems like something at the very least JGLF would be really comfortable on. But also Sayo would be pretty good on it, but...
Yeah, you got to be scared of Sayo on the DT5.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But it is still an option. They are going to go for the DT2.
Go for the DT2, okay, interesting. I thought they would go for the DT2 before the AR8.
Yeah.
And just because like you want to pick the tapping as early as possible, so Sayo doesn't get to like Sayo's already now warmed up from the DT4. Like he'll be better on this now. It's an interesting map though. It's very short. It's even shorter than the DT3. It really mostly comes down to a few finger control sections in quotes, but you can just kind of mash through them in combo.
So DT2, so you were saying this one's definitely not a Teta map? It doesn't sound like it.
Well, it's not like a Teta advantage map. Like if No Mod 5 is like Teta's the best player in the lobby, this map is like I think Extremities could FC, I think JGLF could FC. Just because it has nowhere near the level of raw stamina.
Yep.
It's honestly, it's like pseudo a little bit reading in the sense that it's a bit dense in some sections with the patterns.
It sounds like it. It sounds like one of your typical DT2s where it's like you've got pretty extensive stamina and because of repeated like weird reading like doubles and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like that's the kind of map it sounds like.
But most of the notes are just singles.
Right.
There's a couple like triple spam sections, but because it's 240 and not like 263, I think it's more reasonable. I would definitely consider this as easier than DT3 for sure.
We'll see if how well Sayo can match. I would assume we're going to have the Sayo JG match up, sort of Teta Extremities match up. I'm assuming that kind of trend to persist throughout most of the more stamina sort of focus maps. But if this one's gimmicky enough, you know, JG could just go off on it.
Teta's background is the DT4.
Oh. This is not a great start. Yeah, she's playing a different map right now.
Yeah.
Well, rather the stream is playing a different map. Quick
panic here.
Here we go.
So
yeah, maybe you know, potential for like.
We're already like halfway into the map.
Oh wow. And everyone's
I think
FC.
everybody's holding. Yeah.
Yeah. Potential for like I was about to say anyone in this lobby to really do well on this.
I agree. Teta finding a break. Sayo's on Extremities. I think that section, JGLF is through the gate, I would say. I think now from here, you can probably find the FC. You can see a lot of low accuracies, and that's for good reason. It's definitely hard to act this map, but you can survive with your combo intact. But yeah, not much of the map left. I think JGLF holding through is enough. I don't think he's going to break here.
That is going to be enough, I think. JG doing enough by getting through that hard section that no one else was able to. But,
yep.
It was in reach for SUNKISS. Just if one of them held through.
This map, unironically, is like 400k RFC, just based on that one section. Like that is, and that is what we've seen here. 3 scores around 400, low 500k, and then FC from JG.
If one of them had held through, it would have been enough for SUNKISS because the acts were higher than JG, but wasn't quite. That's going to be 5-2 to Reading Instaban now. Back over to SUNKISS's pick, and now, like we said before, I'm looking at Nomod 1 and Hard Rock 1, I think. But you've also got Nomod 3 is like a sneaky back pocket pick. Like maybe, like that could be really good for them.
Ooh.
I'm not sure.
I think JG is really solid at Nomod 3.
Yeah, they would be. Like Reading Instaban are good at it, but it's like Sayo Teta are also pretty nuts at Nomod 3s. DC5 is like another map where I could see either team picking it. But they are going to go to opt for the Hard Rock. It's going to be the Polyrhythm Hard Rock pick. This is a classic, man. I love this map.
Mavs just saw the Polyrhythm pick and he just something lit up in him.
I remember playing this as no mods, man. What happened?
Yeah, I remember seeing this no mod before. Yeah, Hard Rock, obviously, smaller circles makes a lot of the patterns easier to miss. The AR10, I would say, makes it easier, but the OD10 is really where it's tough. It's already hard to act on its own. OD10 makes it definitely an act struggle.
Oh yeah, we're not getting audio, by the way, right now. Yeah, if we can restart that.
I think it was during the DT2 when it died.
Yeah, it broke. Stream broke.
So, do you hear anything?
Nah, I don't. We'll let him figure it out.
Yeah.
He's got it. Uh-oh. Alright, we're back. I'm just waiting to get into this one, though.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, if Polyrhythm... I feel like this is going to be tough for both teams. I think Sayo is the best Polyrhythm player in this lobby. Extremities I'm not too familiar with on maps like this. But everyone else I'm kind of fairly familiar with how well they play this skill set.
I think Extremities in general has Hard Rock as probably the least comfortable skill set. So the aim might be a struggle. Oh, yep, audio's back.
Oh man, this map's my baby. I love this map. Here we go. This is brutal with Hard Rock though. I have played this with Hard Rock just for like fun sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is pretty hard. We'll see. But if anyone's gonna pop off on it, it would be Sayo. That's who I would expect.
I agree. I think Sayo would also. I mean, already he's having the best accuracy in the lobby, and I think that will stay throughout the entire map. Teta finding the most struggles though, both on AC and combo. Extremities looking, more comfortable than I expected. But I do think the polyrhythm aspect of this map, like the gimmicky nature of it, is actually of benefit to him.
Yeah, I agree. He's just the type of guy who can just combo anything.
Bro, I think that was like the first really challenging pattern, the 1/6 into that 4th.
Teta, yeah, Teta. Like, I don't even blame Teta for missing, but Sayo missing, that's not what you need. You needed him to hold on to a huge combo for this to be doable. Reading Instaban is just double FCing somehow. This
is a great scoreline so far from Reading Instaban.
Oh my god, JG. The JG shakes are coming out. There goes Extremities.
Yep.
There's room. There is room. We've still got half the map remaining, but the Sayo missing again.
These JG shakes are a little bit scary though.
They are. It looks like he's going to miss very soon, but...
How is he holding?
do JG things and not miss. Oh, that double pattern there is really hard, and he misses on it. Yeah.
I mean, he already did a lot though. That's a huge. I mean, he's basically up a Sayo in the scoreline from that.
He's 1v2ing almost. Yeah.
Yeah. And Extremities is also the second highest in the lobby, and he's recovered pretty well, matching Tedda's recovery.
Yeah, it's looking doomed. Sayo definitely had to go off on this one, I think. Might not be enough time. A third of the map remaining. They are pulling it over, but now Tedda missing. Yeah, they just need to stop missing. There'd be a chance.
Definitely a tricky one. It's very tough with a map like this as well, because if you have issues with it, it's both in the sense that it's going to be tough to act and tough to combo. So your score is like cut in half twice. It's really rough. So some maps you can just act even if you can't combo it and guarantee yourself something like 300k, but if you really have a tough time on this, oh man.
Sayo. I will say, regardless of the scores, regardless of the scores, Sayo looks by far the most comfortable player in this map. Just unfortunate, unable to get a big combo going.
I do agree. I think you can judge comfort on a map like this by the accuracy.
Yeah.
I think maybe there was a there was a chance here if Sayo got like a miracle 600k or something, but overall
it was doable.
It was doable, but the JG Extremities duo is more comfy, and Tedda being the outlier in this one.
With how Sayo looked on that last section of the map, which was like the hardest, he looked so clean on some of those patterns. Like it looked so comfortable.
2 miss from JG, dude. For what reason?
A performance from JG just shows up on randomly hard maps sometimes.
I mean, I would say he's real. If this was no mod, I think he FCs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I think he's really good at this type of aim control polyrhythm skill set, but it's just the hard rock makes it a little bit harder, but still top score in the lobby.
Yeah, JG would be the type of guy to 95 FC that on no mod sort of thing, because I know he's the type of guy, he hates acting he can't act like tech and polyrhythm, but he will find a way to combo them. So yeah, good performance from him there, especially on hard rock, almost 400k. It's very good stuff, especially with the accuracy he had.
Wait, you know how we were talking about maybe there being a guaranteed amp? Actually no, because it's reading Instaban's pick.
Oh, right? So they have to break point. Okay.
Yes, so SUNKISS can't use their True Hero amp here because they have to do it on their own pick.
Okay.
So if reading Instaban wins this DT5, we're gonna see an ampless match, maybe the first of the tournament and the only. I don't know.
Ampless finals match.
An ampless finals.
Figure it out.
I might be partly to blame. I think I was one of the people who should have been paying attention to amps and trying to give feedback, and I was busy, so.
I mean, I think the match point idea for amps is cool, but I think you should just have one.
I mean, to be fair, I think they just picked the wrong amp. I think it's on. They should have just picked the king. I don't know why you pick True Hero when you can foresee something like this happening.
Maybe if you don't pick in time, it just gets random, doesn't it? Maybe they didn't pick in time and it just got random.
Maybe. I mean, they did pick. I think they did pick the prismatic. Maybe they just went for the highest one.
Oh yeah.
Am I rigging out, or is the image of True Hero Luffy? Which I know Gala would do. Which is mad respect. It's hard to tell, but that does seem like the man himself. He is the True Hero after all, so I do get it.
If there's something that they're gonna breakpoint, I think we've got a good shot at this breakpointing this. I think Sayo is scary on maps like this as well. You don't ever comfortably pick gimmicky DTs, whether they're reading or aim based, just any type of gimmick DT. Sayo is just really good at it.
Yeah.
Sound is gone. No, it just went whatever you did, the sound just disappeared. Whatever you changed it, no, it's gone. Oh, now we're back.
It's back.
We're back. All right, sound's back.
I'm back.
So, okay, you're praying here. If you don't want to see an ampless finals, we are praying for a breakpoint here from SUNKISS. But I do believe we also have Jordan Monk and versus ANZT11S raid tag happening as well. So.
It would be going on consecutively. That first pattern is already really tough, and only Extremities inside getting through it. If I have to guess, this will be a situation similar to the Hard Rock 4, where Extremities and JG will both be more comfortable than Teta.
Yeah, Sayo missing, but
yeah.
It looks like a Sayo map, I'm not gonna lie. This really looks like a Sayo map, even though he's missed early.
I have seen Sayo shred on stuff like this, but this feels like a map, even if you're good on the skill set, you'd want at least a decent amount of, like a bit of practice on, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know if he necessarily got that, but once again, this is also something so good for X and JG. I think they're really good on stuff like this. This is like I would say this is like a reading map, you know, with the patterning and
with how JG's flow aim was looking on Nurmlord 2, yeah, I would expect him to shred something like this, but he does chain miss on that brutal pattern, and Extremities hits it. Why? Sayo and Extremities both hitting that. Extremities just has the bigger combo. There's room. There's room.
Oh, the wiggle! The side just started!
Sayo misses on the wiggle, so does Extremities. Sayo had to hold there, man.
That was an uncheesable wiggle. Like, it was too spaced to cheese.
Man, it's something you just... I feel like Sayo would hit if he was well practiced.
I mean, once again, similar to Hard Rock 4, we're seeing 3 relatively similar scores on Sayo, X, and JG, but Teta having a tough time. This is also kind of what I thought about this tournament. Like, I think the best teams could be teams where you just have 2 really solid players versus like a hyper carry and a mule. Yeah. And I think we're kind of seeing a similar thing here.
Yeah, well, Sayo Teta just have like kind of vastly different strengths. So when you get into late stage like this, it also makes more sense to go for the king. Like, it's definitely a mispick on the air, but
100%, because what it's looking like right now is it's going to be an Ampless game.
An Ampless victory for reading instaban. JG left Extremities going on to round 2 of the losers finals. It's looking like it's already going to be sealed.
But I mean, honestly, they played this match really well. They had some fantastic sport. Like, I mean, even this pop off. This is a really good DT5 score, man. This is like, it's insane.
JG with 1 miss, I think. Well, not a 1 miss, but I mean like missed on 1 pattern in the map. He missed like 5 times, right in the middle on like a really hard stream. Wow, little heart pattern in the end.
Very nice heart pattern.
Crazy. That is a nuts score.
That's a really good scoreline. I mean, yeah, both from JG, but also Extremities, almost 500k. But yeah, really well done from reading instaban, winning 7-2. I mean, honestly, even I thought this match was 7-2. Even considering the Sayo not being warmed up, maybe Teta not getting as much practice, I still thought this was going to be closer. But I do think that reading instaban just played really, really well, and GG's for them. And I think we'll be moving on to the other losers finals match.
Yeah, let's see it. I'm not sure if we're going to have another stream going. We're going to figure this out. I don't know if we're going to the second stream. We're going to figure it out.